Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Akazu99 with 1094 rating versus Sticky Fingers with 1440 rating. So this is going to be another high rated video, but also another new format video, and hopping in, we're going to see Sticky Fingers win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will decide to go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we got Frost, Flashing Fire, Spright Red, Droplet, and Runick Tip. Yeah, we're going to see Droplet a little bit more now that Rise Heart's gone and Shifter's not in the format as much. You're going to see people try this card again for sure. The opponent has Crimson, Gaia, Imperm, Prosperity, Ariana, Soul Resonator. Okay. I got told about this stuff yesterday. I didn't even know this stuff was coming out until literally less than 24 hours ago. And this is the new Red Dragon Archfiend stuff that comes out in the Red Dragon Archfiend structure deck that comes out on next Friday. So, you know, less than a week from now. Well, let's read these cards. We got Crimson Gaia, Continuous Spell. During your main phase, you can add one Red Dragon Archfiend or one card that mentions it from your deck or graveyard to the hand except for Crimson Gaia. When your Red Dragon Archfiend declares an attack, you can change all monsters your opponent controls to face down position. Okay. Face down defense position. If a monster or monsters on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. Okay, and it doesn't have to be your monster that leaves. It could also be theirs. Okay. Not bad. Definitely not bad. I mean, it's Rhoda, and then it has extra effects on it, so really just, you know, Rhoda's already nice. Then we have Soul Resonator. Oh, and this is just like once per turn Rhoda too, because of continuous spell. Then this is level 3 Tuner Fiend. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one level 4 or lower Fiend monster from the deck to the hand except for Soul Resonator. Also, you can now special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except for Dark Synchro monsters. Okay. If a card or cards you control destroy a card effect while you control a Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro monster that mentions it, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Instead, you can only use each effect of Soul Resonator once per turn. Okay, so Rhoda, pretty decent graveyard effect. They said, let's duel. Okay, so activating Pot of Prosperity, banishing 6. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's read over these right now. I don't even... There's a chance that this has been out. I've never seen this card before, but there's a chance that this card's been out. So it's level 12, 3 tuners plus 1 non-tuner synchro monsters must first be synchro summoned. Gains 500 attack for each tuner in your graveyard, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, or when your opponent's monster effect is activated, or when an opponent's monster declares an attack quick effect, activate this effect, banish this card, and also banish all cards your opponent controls. Wow. I mean... that's solid. It's solid. Once per turn during the next end phase after this card is banished by its own effect. Special. Okay, during your next end phase. Okay, so you use this on their turn, and then you get it back a whole turn later. Okay. But I mean, it's fairly strong. It's fairly strong. We got Kai Belt the Blade Dragon. This has definitely not been out, because this artwork is sick. I would have known. I would have known for sure. It's even got like the 5 Dragon Balls on it. But then we got 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monsters. If this card is synchro summoned, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Okay, it's level 7 generic. Okay, that's pretty good. If this card on the field is destroyed, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. That monster cannot attack until the end of the opponent's turn. Okay, so it has to be destroyed for that. Okay, well, its first effect is pretty solid. There's a lot of times you want to go in the Black Rose and just pop 1 card they control. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's that card. And also, it's a Dark Dragon. And then this one for sure has been out, but I gotta read it again. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner Dark Synchro monster. You contribute 1 monster, then target 1 Red Dragon Archfiend monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. And then when this card inflicts battle damage to the opponent, you can special summon 2 tuners with the same level. 1 from your deck, 1 from your grave, and defense. Okay, so you tribute 1. Okay, I'll tribute any monster to summon 1 back. That's pretty solid. Alright, well, let's resolve this Prosperity now. And then, looking at the top 6, this is just Rhoda for Resonators. Crimson Resonator, I gotta read this. If you control no monsters, effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If the only other monster you control is exactly one Dark Synchro monster, you can special summon up to 2 Resonator monsters from your hand or deck. Oh. 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 So this is one body that summons up to 2. And then you can only use each effect of this once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Dark Synchro monsters the turn you activate either of this card's effects. So they're going to grab the Crimson Resonator. So now I want to find out why we have an Ariana in our hand, right? Like, why is there Labrynth cards in this Synchro deck? Let's find out. Is it because, like, maybe... Oh, we saw Big Welcome, though, right? I think, yeah. Pretty sure we just did. I was going to say, otherwise maybe Ariana's just there to grab a lady and it's a level 4, level 8. But we're going to go Special Crimson Resonator, Normal Summon Ariana, Ariana effect to search. That's going to grab Stovey Torby, and then go up into Red Rising Dragon, 1 Fiend Tuner plus 1 non-tuner monster. When this card is Synchro Summoned, you can target 1 Resonator monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can now special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except Dark Dragon Synchro monsters. During your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish it and target 2 level 1 Resonator monsters in your graveyard, special summon them both. Wow. And also, crazy enough, that second effect, the banish and bring back, is not once per turn. So I guess if you can go through multiples of those, that could be wild for the follow-up. But okay, they're going to bring back the Crimson, and then Crimson effect to go summon up to 2. So that's going to summon out Soul Resonator and Synchron Resonator. Also, I do not remember this card being worded like this at all. Did this change? I swear it was never worded like that. I played this card a lot too, because I played Dark Synchro at one point. But they're going to bring out Soul Resonator effect to grab Coup Clock. Oh my gosh, add 1 level 4 or lower Fiend. I wasn't even thinking about grabbing like Coup Clock off this. Okay. So now they're going to go up in the Scar Red Dragon Archfiend. This just looks better than Scarlight. Like, I can already tell it's going to be better. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner dark monster. This card's name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Then, if this card was sent to the graveyard as a synchro material for a dark dragon synchro monster, you can destroy all of your opponent's attack position monsters. Yeah, this is so much better. Like, that's wild. So if you synchro this off, you get to summon 1 from extra deck and then pop a bunch of their stuff, even without them having stuff on field. I mean, that's a free body. They're going to go in the hot red, and then now they can get Scar Red effect. Oh, and the Synchron effect, add back a Resonator, right? Yeah, okay. So add back the Crimson Resonator. And then obviously Hot Red. I'm not going to go over this one. Pause the video if you want to read that one. So they're going to bring out Red Dragon Archfiend. That's just the original one. If you attack, destroy the stuff in defense. Once per turn, your end phase, destroy all their monsters you control that not declare an attack this turn. Alright. So now that they added back, they're going to go activate Crimson Gaia and go search. And that can search, okay, I was going to say, it doesn't have to search a monster either, but they search Vision Resonator. Level 2 Fiend Tuner. If a level 5 or higher dark monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Vision Resonator once per turn this way. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 spell or trap that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend from the deck to the hand. Okay, well that makes sense, yeah. Why would we add a spell trap off this when we could just go into that, summon that, and then use that to grab the spell trap? Yep, special out. Oh, that can make the Synchro 5 again. Wait, that's a 6, never mind. That's a 6, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, that they make Synchro 5 again, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, Dispatter. Yeah, oh my gosh. Dispatter's good, right? And wait. But none of them banish? Yeah, this is to accept the turn of something grave. Okay. We'll let them cook. They're gonna grab Fiendish Golem trap card. Target 1 monster on the field with 2,000 or more attack. Banish it until the end phase of the next turn. Then, if you activated this card while you controlled a Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro monster that mentions it, you can set 1 Fiendish Chain from the deck or grave. Set Fiendish Chain? That is a wild statement. But okay. Probably not doing the second half. Probably not doing the second half. Probably just using it to banish one. But set. Oh, and that also works with Labrynth too. That's cool. End phase. So they're gonna play with all the Labrynth stuff at end phase now. Yeah, discard Coup Clock. And then Stovey. Why are we playing with this at end phase though? Shouldn't we have done this before so that way we could reset Big Welcome? Because now we're going to summon out Coup Clock, you know, after the Stovey, activate Big Welcome. Also, there's maybe a world where you could use Stovey to keep going. But they're going to bounce back Coup Clock, and then Lovely 1, Stovey 2, summon out Stovey, rip a card from their hand, and then that's going to hit Flashing Fire, pass. Alright, so it doesn't want to reset Big Welcome. I mean, it's pretty good in Grave. Like, it still has an effect in Grave. But, okay, it just passes. They draw Lilla. So, normal summon, effect, try to special from deck. They said okay. And then chain Runick Tip. They're going to chain Hot Red on Runick Tip. We're going to chain Droplet. Said, if I tribute it for cost, does Hot Red lose target? Yes. Yep. So, they're going to send Runick Tip plus... Doesn't send this. I'm like 99% sure you're supposed to send this because why would you not want to also negate Dispatter? Because then you just summon out Kelsey and then go, oh, I have no other monsters on the field. Effect to go special out Lilla from deck. And they're like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. And then, yep, you still have 2 bodies and you just out one. So Runick Tip's going to make them banish Wandering King Wild Wind. If you control a fiend monster of 15 or less attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned this way, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Synchro monsters. Oh, just Synchro this time. I was getting ready to say the Dark Synchro Dragon. I was going to say it, said it like 10 times. And then during your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, banish this card from the graveyard. Add 1 fiend tuner with 15 or less attack from the deck to the hand. Okay. So I do like how much follow-up this deck can obtain. Because they could have gotten that turn 1 if they wanted instead of Coup Clock. So they could have got the follow-up off of that. But they're going to bring out, and then here, special summon out Frost. Special summon out Spright Red. Overlay into Gigantic effect. Oh, they're thinking on summon. Well, I mean, all they did was negate Lovely, so Dispatter's still live. They're going to go Gigantic, chain Big Welcome, bounce that back. Yeah, they just submit defeat. I was going to say, they have a lot of interruptions still. They have Dispatter, Fiendish Golem, Imperm, Big Welcome. The Lovely did get stopped for the turn. No, I guess there's no more follow-up. But, I mean, this can protect stuff by card effect, too, which is pretty good. But, yeah, they just submit defeat. Said, yo, DB Grinder. Oh, that's me. But, okay, hopping on the game 2 now. We're going to see Kaizu go first. We got Freezing Curses, Starter, Lilla, Ash, Smashers. They have Druid Worm, Coup Clock, Synchron Resonator, Big Welcome, Labrynth, and Prosperity. So, opening a Live Twin plus Runick plus Spright is, you know, pretty strong. Normal summon effect, bring out Frost, and then activate Starter to summon blue, and then activate the blue effect. I wonder how many Spright spells and traps they're playing. I'm gonna guess not anymore by the fact that they searched Carrot. And then summon Gigantic effect, detach, go summon out Spright Red. Now special summon out Carrot. Link off, summon, effect, summon back from the grave, and then we're just going to use those to keep going. Alright, so you use those to go into that, and then effect, summon back out. Yep, and then use that effect to draw on the nib, set freezing, set smashers, pass. They draw talons. Now, let's find out how well this deck can push into a board, because I feel like it's got to be awkward. I mean, like, the Labrynth stuff obviously isn't doing anything. Like, these are just 2 bricks in the hand next to a combo hand. But now we're going to go activate Druid's Worm, banish the Frost, and then they're going to chain red to negate and destroy. Decides to tribute off the Lilla. Okay, they want the pop set up. Talents effect to take, chain Carrot, activate Prosperity, and then they said okay to that. They decide to not ash the card that's looking at the top 6 there. That hits. Obsessive Overloop. Okay. If this card is in your hand, you can target one synchro monster you control in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, summon this card. Okay, level 4, Tuner Fiend, searchable too. If this is in your graveyard, you can target one synchro monster you control in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, add this back. You can only use each effect of this once per turn. Interesting card. But they're going to grab the Magnamut there, and then put the rest of the stuff back to the bottom of the deck. Alright, Frost effect, banish, draw an Ash Blossom, set Big Welcome, and then leave main, enter end phase, activate Magnamut. Okay, so we decided that the battle phase technique was not it for us. We don't want to deal with the battle phase. It's scary. We could have also chained Smashers there to stop that if we want. No, never mind. What am I talking about? We can't do that yet. Never mind. For a second, I thought they targeted a Spright, but it was just Lilla. We're going to Ash the Magma, draw onto the Flashing Fire, draw phase, Flashing Fire to special, chain Big Welcome, chain Ash, and then they scoop. So game number 3 now. We're going to get to see the Labrynth Red Dragon Archfiend deck go first. And let's be honest, that's why we're all here. We got Destruction, Flashing Fire, Cosmic, Flashing Fire, Spright Jet. They have Coup Clock, Ash, Resonator Call, Crossout, Ariana. Oh, I mean that's Ariana, Coup Clock, Crossout. That's already pretty good. But then we also got Resonator Call on top of it. So activate Resonator Call. Oh, we could do the same thing we did last game. Yeah, search Crimson, summon Ariana, effect to go search. We could actually search Lady here if we wanted to, because we can search Stovey later on off the other Resonator. But I guess maybe we want to search one of our other pieces. Okay. And then also this is like playing it safe. Go into Red Rising Dragon effect, bring out Crimson effect now to go summon out the Soul and the Vision, and then Soul effect to go search for Bone Archfiend. How many fiends are in this deck? Non-tuner, by the way, level 4. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one other card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Dark Dragon Synchro monsters for the rest of the turn. Then it says you can target one face-up monster you control, send one Fiend Tuner from your hand, deck, or the graveyard, and if you do, increase or decrease the target its level by 1. That's pretty good. We get to dump any Fiend. Fairly easy to bring out. Okay, so now we're gonna go up into the Scar Red, get rid of that, make Bestial Dispatter. So if we don't activate Prosperity, is this card live? Because if this card's never live unless if we activate Prosperity or Crossout or Called By, then that's pretty subpar. But they're going to activate their effects here. Summon out Red Dragon Archfiend, go search for Crimson Gaia. That's the one that searches for the spell or trap. And then that's going to, activate Crimson Gaia, go grab the Fiendish Golem. We want this face up. This is a once per turn search, and also if something leaves the field, we get to summon a Red Dragon Archfiend back. And then activate Coup Clock. Activate Stovey Torby, discard itself, plus the Bone Archfiend. Oh, that's pretty sick, because that's just free in the grave. And then we're going to set Big Welcome, Coup Clock, summon out. Okay. And then we're going to go Bone Archfiend, send Crimson Gaia special. Okay, I mean, it's also just something... Yeah, Crimson Gaia being there was very free for us to send to summon, and then effect to send the Obsessive Overloop, and then that will decrease the Red Dragon Archfiend by 1. Okay, and then said pretending I know what's going on, Burning Soul, baby. So effect, banish to add back. Wait, doesn't that special? Banish it if you do special summon this card if it's in your graveyard. Banish it if you do add it to hand. Oh, okay, so banish to add back, and then we can banish to summon. Hurts a little bit, because we're hurting our follow-up, but I assume our end board's going to be extremely good. We're going to bounce the Red Dragon Archfiend. That's crazy. Okay, well, new Chain Link, Lovely 1, Stovey 2, so summon Stovey, hand rip you for 1. You know, a quick little Omega, hitting Cosmic. See, they even banished it. They knew. Oh my gosh, and that got banished by this, which makes Dispatter an interruption now. Then they're gonna use those. Oh, okay, making another one. Is that? Neither of this effects are once per turn, not just the second effect. Wow, okay, so effect is summoned back. I didn't even realize the first effect wasn't once per turn. I just looked at the second effect and I said, oh, there's no once per turn on that. That's crazy. But effect, bring out the Soul Resonator. And then we're gonna go open the Red Dragon Archfiend. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yep, that works. Just making sure. And then activate, banish, special summon out, and then activate Dispatter, summon out the Red Rising Dragon. Yeah, gain the banish too. Oh, this card's so nice. It's not just an interruption, but then it's another banish. So then now the Dispatter's an interruption and an extender. How, you know, what Dispatter normally is, and when Dispatter gets to do both, it tends to be very solid. But they're going to bring out the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, effect, tribute Bone Archfiend, summon back out the Scar Red. Tell me this is, okay, I was going to say, tell me this is once per turn. It is. Lovely effect, reset Big Welcome, set Fiendish Golem, end of main, pass. They draw Spright Blue. Okay. So we got Dispatter Pop, Hot Red Negate, Big Welcome will make the Lovely activate. We got Fiendish Golem banish. This won't do anything. Unless if it's used for a Synchro Summon, which it shouldn't be. Okay, so I think it's just those 4 interruptions with just a lot of follow-up. Okay. So activate Big Welcome Labrynth in draw phase. Summon Lady, bounce back Lady, new Chain Link, Lovely 1, Stovey 2. Crossout's a really good discard for Stovey. Lovely will rip Spright Jet from their hand, and then activate Flashing Fire on the Hot Red. They said no response, they said thumbs up. Banish Soul Resonator to protect it from card effect, yup. They said sweet. Destruction to special. Yeah, I mean, you can't pop, you have to special here. I mean, they know that they lose. Hugin, discard, Flashing Fire, Chain Ash Blossom, special summon out Spright Blue effect, Chain Hot Red to stop that, and then overlay, make Gigantic, and then, you know, this is sitting at 32 because it has the fusion underneath of it, so they're going to be able to activate their Fiendish Golem on that to banish it, and then they have infinite damage next turn on field already, so they just admit defeat. Yeah, it's like, okay, the end board isn't that broken. Let's be honest, it's not that broken. Like, there's better combo decks that we've seen, and this deck also has a bunch of weird cards in it, and a Labrynth engine, but when you get hand ripped for 2, and then you have to play through the Hot Red Dispatter, trap set, plus potential hand trap, and a lot of follow-up from both engines. I mean, we know Labrynth's follow-up is insane, very, very solid, but also, like, the Red Resonator follow-up, it's not bad. I don't think it's, like, overly insane, because, I mean, this has to summon back, what, 2 level 1 Resonator monsters in your graveyard. We didn't even go through a level 1 Resonator monster that game. Do we even play level 1 Resonator monsters anymore? I guess we play the Synchron one, but we have to be able to target 2. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, is that just fake follow-up then? Oh, it's probably just fake follow-up. I got baited by the second effect, but the first effect is the broken one. I mean, I already knew the first effect was nice, but it's not once per turn either. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, at least these are a little bit of follow-up. Well, is this one? No, okay. Just making sure they don't say once per duel on them or something. I'm not getting caught slacking. Yeah, I'm not getting caught slacking on any of those. But yeah, GG's. That's going to be it for the match. We're going to see that it was about 28 minutes long. That was good. That was educational. I mean, that was like a 25-minute long video, but I had to read infinite cards. And that was also me learning them alongside of y'all. Like, I got told about these yesterday, but I wasn't told about what they did. I was just told that they were coming out, and I said, when do they come out? And they said next week, and I said next week is like next week or like next month, because next week, you know, there's a German YCS coming up that I'm going to, and they were like, yeah, it's going to be out by then, and I was like, oh gosh, I gotta read more cards, I gotta test, but I mean, I definitely want to play the Labrynth stuff in it, I want to say. I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird deck. But hopefully we get to see this deck more. I'll try to get more replays of it. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.